Go.
Hi everyone. Can you imagine that there are things, if you use them, they will you will see colored lights or images and hear strange sounds or music that are not real. Also, imagine that these things can cause you to feel intense mood, such as jumping back and forth between happiness, sadness, and anger, and so on. These things are kinds of drugs, and they are illegal, but some people use them to relax for many hours. These drugs are called hallucinogens. These drugs are called hallucinogens, and some of hallucinogens happen naturally in trees and leaves, and the others are manufactured. So today I will talk about hallucinogens, and I will cover three main points, which are the history, the causes, the types of hallucinogens, and the symptoms of addiction. So let's start with the history and causes. Here I will talk about in the past and today. So in the past, people were used. In the past, hallucinogens were a part of religious rituals. For example, in Siberia, people in Siberia used hallucinogenic mushrooms, and Greeks used many kinds of plants that occur hallucinogens, and also there are groups. There are native groups of there are native groups in Mexico and South America. They used peyote cactus. Peyote cactus is a kind of cactus. Drug-free at last website states that hallucinogens became very fashionable in the United States and Europe in 1960s, when many people were looking for greater personal freedom. So now I will tell you about the causes. So now I will tell you about the causes that make people addicted to hallucinogens. Hallucinogens are easily and cheaply available. Also, this is from overusing are rare. Also, hallucinogens don't cause memory loss with casual use. They don't produce a serious fake state. Also, they produce a few physical symptoms. No, they produce few physical side effects, and there are no physical withdrawal symptoms when the addict stops using it. So I have talked about the history and the causes. Now let's move on to the types of hallucinogens. There are many types of hallucinogens, but today I will focus on three types, which are LSD, psilocybin, and PCP. So first I will talk about LSD. LSD is called lysergic acid dithylamide, and it was invented. It was invented in 1938 by Alfred Hoffman, and it's the most potent of all hallucinogens. And also it's swallowed, injected, or smoked. Also, it's a mix of another substance like sugar. Now let's talk about psilocybin. Psilocybin is called magic mushrooms, and there are many mushrooms that contain psilocybin, and also these mushrooms grow in average climate, and they can be eaten fresh or cooked, and they have lower and also they have lower changing they have lower changes in mood. So now let's see the last type of hallucinogens. The last type of hallucinogens is PCP. PCP is called the angel dust, and it developed in 1950s, and it was used in medicine, and also it's a white powder, and it's sold in powder form, tablets or capsules. The Institute of Drug Abuse found that about 11% of 12th grade students had used LSD, and also about 7% used other hallucinogens, according to mental disorder website. So I have talked about the types of hallucinogens. Now let's see what are the symptoms. What are the symptoms of addiction? Here I will talk about the psychological symptoms, and then I will talk about the physical symptoms. Now let's see the psychological symptoms. There are many psychological symptoms, such as distortion of sight, sound, and sound and touch. For example, there's a big change when they see, or when they hear, or when they touch, and it's unlike when they are in nature. Confusion of the senses. Imagination are heard, or sounds are seen. So that's confusing. Paranoia. What I mean by paranoia is when someone is a paranoid, he feels like people are always talking about him behind his back. Also, anxiety attacks, personality changes, and long-term memory loss. Now I will talk about physical symptoms. The physical symptoms are feeling dizzy, increased blood pressure, increased body temperature, and restlessness. So, in short, today I talked about my presentation, which about hallucinogens, and I covered three main points, which are the history and the causes, the types of hallucinogens, and I talked about the symptoms of addiction. So, hallucinogenic substances are the oldest drugs that humans use, and also people know that hallucinogens are illegal, but they buy them on the streets from drug dealers, and also they use them because they want to live in another world for a few hours, but they don't know that these drugs are more likely to abuse alcohol and marijuana. And thank you for your attention. If you have any question,